You can go back and freeze frame and look through all these if you want. And there's a link down below. But none of those factories that she mentioned are any way connected in any way connected to Lululemon. It's a lie. Okay, but it gets worse. Listen.
Lululemon sells this jacket for nearly $100, but here only costs you $6 to $5 with similar fabric and quality. If you want
similar fabric and quality.
I like this. She sounds like she's from Alabama. It's very interesting. $5.
Okay, anyway.
to get in touch with suitable sportswear suppliers, contact with me. I'm Rosie from Yiwu, China. Lululemon sells this jacket for...
Okay, so she pulls up a jacket. She's like, Lululemon sells this jacket for $100. The label, I can't make it out, but it's definitely not Lululemon, okay? But then we went onto Lululemon's website, to the sportswear thing, to the jackets. We went through all of them, okay? Could not find this jacket.
No.
Not only that, look at the zipper that Lululemon uses compared to the zipper on that jacket.
So Rosie is saying, why would you buy this $100 jacket? We make it here, right? In these factories. They don't make it in those factories.
No, that's a lie.
And that's not a Lululemon jacket.
It's not a Lululemon jacket. It's just a knockoff, whatever random Chinese brand. So we have proven none of the factories are Lululemon suppliers. That's from the official Lululemon website. They're very transparent.
Yep.
The jacket isn't a Lululemon jacket. This is an attempt to sell poor quality knockoffs. And Rosie is full of shit.
It's also an attempt to make the American public get very, very upset.
Do you want to see something that really made me upset?
Sure.
Take a look. I Googled something. Okay? I Googled, does Lululemon use Xianglong apparel? What is the AI answer? Yes! A TikTok user claims that Lululemon, along with Under Armour and Fila, sources clothing from the Xianglong Clothing Company and Huang Qishan Clothing in Yiwu, China.
Hong Chi-san?
Well, that was the Hong Chi.
Oh, okay.
Remember Hong Qisheng?
No, I know. It's just like, why did they write it like that?
But hang on a second here, okay? And then it goes and says, the user stated the manufacturing costs as little as 5 to 6, while Lululemon sells similar items for up to $100. And then, while Lululemon has clarified that only a small percentage of their final products are manufactured in China, about 3%, they provide a full list of authorized suppliers on the website. Why is the Google AI taking that stupid TikTok video as fact? Why is it saying yes?
This is a problem because this pertains to a lot of things you search for in China.
Yes.
It will use fake sources, Chinese government sources, all kinds of made up shit.
That's a freaking TikTok video.
I know, TikTok is now the source.
It's fake. We've proven it to you. Lululemon has a very clear, transparent list on their website that says these are the suppliers we use. That stupid Xianglong apparel is not one of them. When I say, does Lululemon use Xianglong apparel, it says yes. It doesn't say maybe, or it doesn't say a TikTok user claims. It said yes.
It says
That's
yes.
bullshit. Google, get your act together. Stop using Chinese PSYOP bullshit as your sources.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, seriously.
Yeah.
Anyone out there who's got any connections to Google or anything, please see if you can sort this out. This is BS.
Not just this. Whenever it uses Chinese sources, the root needs to be solved.
Correct. Now, let's go back to the little splurb I had in the
what
beginning.
was their source?
Oh, their source?
Yeah, what's her
source is that I made it the f up.
Exactly that. Let's go back to the little thing that I wrote, because this will apply to the bag thing that we're going to look at in a minute too.
Yes.
Okay. Why you should never do business in China.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So just say you were Lululemon or one of these big brands, and you decide that you're going to get your product produced in China. You supply them with the machinery, you supply them with the training, you supply them with the supply chain. You say, the designs, obviously. You're like, okay, we're going to use this leather, we're going to use this string, or whatever. You tell them all this stuff. What's going to happen to you, potentially? Number one, they steal your designs, always. Okay, your designs will get stolen. There will be a knockoff of it. They will disclose your manufacturing process, as you're seeing here. Like, if that was actually your factory, it wasn't in this case. But like, what we're seeing now is they're like, oh, this factory makes, you know,
they're trying.
Fila shoes or Nike shoes.
They're trying to disrupt it.
That's trade secret stuff. That's stuff that shouldn't be public knowledge. Okay? They will hijack your supply chain. So they'll find out, oh, you get your quality leather from this particular place. So then they'll approach that particular place on the side so that they can take that leather and start making their own knockoffs. Okay? They will target your customers just like this. Oh, you like Lululemon, huh? Buy my cheap shit knockoff for like less price. And they will falsely tarnish your reputation. Because what Rosie, the turbo liar, has done here is tarnish the reputation of Lululemon by lying about it. Lululemon's got nothing to do with these factories. Got nothing to do with her crappy jacket that she held up.
Nope.
But 99% of people scrolling on their brain rot TikTok now think that Lululemon is selling you a $100 jacket.
We wouldn't have covered this
Yeah.
unless that was the case. And this actually gets so much worse. There's a lot of these accounts. And
Yeah.
I suspect this from a Chinese government source. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
This is trying to make all Americans on TikTok, remember, Chinese government uses TikTok as a pipeline to half the country.
Why is TikTok not banned
Why
yet?
are we still not banning TikTok?
Exactly.
It's a pipeline for information warfare to tell Americans that all the stuff that they like isn't even real.
Yes.
It's just hardworking Chinese people and the Chinese government standing up and making all these products for you while you get ripped off by these dirty companies.
Yes.
That's what this is about. And so what I saw is the response from these people. Some of these comments that are reposting these videos, comments are getting 80,000 likes,
Yeah.
70,000 likes, right? On a comment that will say, I can't believe they're doing this to us. I can't believe these freaking Western companies. I'm going to go straight to the source from now on. It's China all along that's been doing everything. They come up with all this stuff, which is, that's a psyop. That is a psyop.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it gets worse.
Yeah, let's move on to this annoying bag dude. Bag douche. Let's move on.
Yeah, where's bag?
Yeah, here's bag douche. Okay, so that really annoyed me.
This is
Wang
worse.
Sen,
This is worse.
the turbo liar.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory?
I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this particular video.
This is the one that's like,
super viral.
insane.
Everybody's seen it. So he's like, this Birkin bag, you know,
from Hermes, right?
yeah, from Hermes. We make it here, and this is how much it costs.
So he's basically saying, we make Hermes bags.
Yeah, well, he's saying this, that you will buy in the boutique. This is how much it costs, and this is how much we make it. Okay?
The cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us.
See, that's the real thing. You just buy it from us. Never mind the fact that it's a knockoff.
They don't make Hermes bags.
No, they don't.
They lie and say they do.
Yes.
They don't.
Well, here's the thing. Rather than us rebut this, I found this particular Tanner dude who is a massive expert on luxury brands and leather. I think his main thing is leather. He's like a leather expert.
Okay, that's a good person to consult.
Well, I mean, he makes videos where he tears down like very expensive luxury bags and
see the quality.
checks the quality and gives his expert opinion. So he made a response video, which I think we're all going to watch together here because he can explain it better than we can.
Yeah.
All right, so let's watch this together.